Well, I'm gonna take another drive through Fitchburg. Another dense beat part of town. Very bad neighborhood. And I would put this number 2 on the list. Besides the college and over where I witnessed this drive-by. I'm gonna start a story on this street. We're going in the Elm Street section. Man. Oh, man. Yeah, you want to talk about crazy stories? This one was hilarious. And, I ain't gonna mention no names, but I was hanging with a brother and 2 sisters. One sister was seeing this guy that lived in this apartment. And the brother was getting smashed, hammered, drunk. I was drinking too. And I don't know, kid just started getting rowdy. But I mean, I didn't care because the people there, I didn't really like. Sometimes I get up in these situations where I end up in a house where, you know, it's like, wow, look at this guy. Look, and knowing the background on this person, it's like, not good. But the sister that was seeing the guy that lived there, this guy, man, thought he was a player. Play all kinds of women. Thought he was, you know, it was just sick what he did. So, I mean, believe me, it was the last time I went to that house and so forth. But, like I said, I didn't know what I was getting into. And, I mean, there was some other people there, a couple of other girls, I don't know, a couple of other guys. Party wasn't that great. But it's one of them things where you're invited and you get free drinks. It's like, I'm in. And that's where it just gets all fucking funny. But, so we're in this apartment, we're drinking, and I don't know, the brother and the sister's, boyfriend there was starting to have an argument. And it was a petty, dumb, stupid argument, you know, just something just dumb. And, oh man, I got to a bumping chest. Oh, it was funny, man. It was just flat out funny. And they're yelling and, you know, they're screaming, and another guy, you know, got sick of it. And then the sister with the boyfriend there was, the boyfriend, he wasn't really, you know, he stood his ground, but he wasn't a really, you know, like I would say, oh, here he is playing all these, like a lover, not a fighter. But he was a jerk. I mean, just a huge jerk. It's the only way I can describe him. From what he got this night, he deserved. And the funniest thing about it, you know, the guy didn't even swear. I mean, you think you get knocked around, right? You be up cussing, swearing. He didn't swear one word. I give him props on that. But so as they're arguing, the conflicting bumping chest. Shut up. You know, you need to cut this out. Stop this, the guy's yelling. The guy was with the brother. Shoved him. And that was it for this other guy. I don't know who this guy was, but, oh man, all night he was annoying. I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for the free drinks and the free booze, I would never been there. But it just got interesting, so I'm glad I went. So the guy gets up and pokes him in his chest with his 2 fingers, like, yo, man, you gotta calm down. You know, the brother turns, you know, he's sitting there, he turns around, he's looking at me. And then he goes back and looks at him, and he's looking around. He's like, who are you talking to? You know, because he was a little blitz at the time. He's getting there. And the guy's like, did it again. You need to calm down. And then he looked at me again. I shook my head upwards, like to say, you know, like to say, take him out. So he friggin' boom, Goldbergs him on a table. Not a guy. Here's a party with a fold-out table. Fold-out table, man. What kind of party is this? He got little snacks going on. I mean, he was a dorky. Oh, my God. I mean, if you could just picture a big, fat, bald-headed guy. Dorkiness. And he just, you know, he thinks he's the man. He goes around. That night, I had to step outside after this conflict. Because I was laughing so hard, my eyes were watering, I couldn't breathe. I mean, people were smoking in there. So I was like, I gotta get outside. And he was out there talking to a woman with a kid. Saying, oh, if you want to come live with me, I'll take care of you. And he's going out with the brother and sister. He was at that time, yeah, he was going out with this girl and whatnot. Or dating, like light dating. He's asking this other girl out. Come live with me. So, I'm like, wow, man, this is nuts. So, after, you know, Goldberg and the kid through the table smashes to the floor. At this point, I'm laughing my ass off. I mean, between him and the fat bald guy yelling. And by the way, this neighborhood here, this is one of the... And you got a preschool over here, that. Yeah, right there. Take a look at that. Elm Street. The apartment is right here. Is this it? Yeah, this one. It's 3-story building where the bus is. Right there, that door. I was in that apartment. And yeah, this part of town is not good. Of course, a preschool. And once again, this is my old school, B.F. Brown. Called the guy to see if I could get in this thing. Do a little documentary. Guy never called me back, that jerk. But, yeah, back at that apartment, I mean, I was laughing. I was rolling. I mean, this kid was wiping this person out, that person out, and I didn't have to do nothing. The kid that got slammed on the table had him held in a, you know, a bear hug and everything. And then the, you know, the sister's man. Now this is the funniest part. And this is what made me have to leave. He breaks up the fight. And literally, the kid comes to from being, you know, in a kind of like a bear log. Because that kid wouldn't let go of him because he knew if he did, he'd get his face punched in. But he split the two, him and the other kid up. He turned around and went boom, pushed him right in the chest. And the big fat bald guy fell in his closet and put a hole in his wall. Then he gets up screaming, oh, look what you did to my closet. Look what you did to my closet. What are you doing, man? You did this to my closet. Oh, my God, I was rolling. I couldn't stop laughing, man. I might even have pissed my pants that night. It was so funny. It was just like it was a, broke out friggin' pretty much brawl fight. And it was just comical. I wish I would have recorded that. And the only thing I got is the images stuck in my head. But he slammed that fat dude right into the wall, and he put a big, mean hole in the wall of the closet. And the apartment was so small, the closet was like right there. And yeah, the force just, boom! Oh, that was great, man. That was great. That's one of my memories on Elm Street. And here's a nightmare on Elm Street in this neighborhood. I knew another person over here that lived up here, helped him move, but he was telling me some stories on this street. And this is Marshall Street. And it's like, wow. Can't get more ghetto than this. Had a friggin' landlord, some owner of a building over here rip me off. The guy, I went to a lender, a loan lender. The guy friggin', I'm glad that I see this house right here is abandoned now. I was gonna buy that house, but good old friggin', this lender guy friggin' pulled my credit like 3 times. And at the time I wasn't realizing it's bringing my numbers down. I lost $150 on a inspection. Or more money at that, I think. Paid for an inspection. Didn't get my loan for the house. Oh, your number's dropping. I'm like, oh, really? And then the guy literally went out of business, left the store or the building he was in. Don't know, ever knew where he went. Couldn't find him. And the realtor from Remax, mind you, if I would see him again, oh man, I'd probably literally punch him in his face. But yeah, this part of town, boy, got a lot of down buildings, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the street. And the house my buddy lived was back there, but good old Fitchburg, the Berg. And I'll go up in. Bring you up in this neighborhood. Nice big hill. I don't know why our forefathers would even think of building in the valley of hills. But they did, and they suck. So I mean, this whole area is infested with all kinds of crazy crap. You know, I let your imagination run wild with that. Just got a comment on one of my views that's a cabbie one point in time lost his life due to the area he was in. Of course, this town ain't nice. Like, I survived this drive-by shooting. This cab driver got shot for friggin' punks. You shouldn't be losing your life for nobody when you're getting robbed for friggin', I think he said $25. What the, you know? Mount Vernon. This is well known for bad women. Try to stay away from the street as much as I could. Of course, one of my buddies got his license, go out for a drive on the town, and they tore it down with the old city cab building. Yeah, I didn't pass it the other day, but I was on the road. You drive behind that city cab building, and oh my God, someone caught wind. There's a bunch of hookers over there. And he pulls up and stops, and I mean, we were driving by, I'm like, what the hell's all this? This was the first time in my life driving in that alleyway, seeing hookers. And I'm like, what the hell are these women doing? He's like, oh man, they're hookers. I'm like, oh man, get me out of here. As soon as I said that, one jumped in the back seat. And I'm like, whoa, I got all the way over to the passenger door, man. I was like, get the F away from me. I'm like, no. And she was nasty. Oh my God. So she's over here because he's driving. I'm like, oh God, I'm glad I ain't got my license today. But he's driving. She's way up over the seat, in his ear, twiddling his hair. I'm like, oh my God, no. And he's like, oh, $20 or $40 or something, coming out with all these prices. I'm like, God, are you serious? And over there, man, well, this used to be a bar, Hooligans. It never lasted, I guess. Hooligan, a Kiss song, Hooligan. But, you know what, he's driving around town and she's like, how much money you got? That was her last words. He says, I ain't got no money. Oh, what? She sat back. Bring me back to my place. And she's all getting mad. I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm about to wonder if this woman would pull out a gun, for crying out loud, you know? Bring me back to my place. What the hell? You ain't got no money. She's complaining he ain't got no money. And then she looked at me, you got money? I said, I ain't got no money. I said, what the hell? So I gave her money for gas. Shit. She's like, get me out this car, get me out this car. Oh, she's yelling and screaming. We had to drive. Literally. I'm surprised they didn't get pulled over, for crying out loud. But yeah, drive all the way back. Drop her off and like, get out of here! Slam the door. And then I heard her ranting and raving to the people. The other women there. I think he was saying, don't ever get in that car, they don't got no money. Like, what the, wow. I mean, that was nuts. Friggin' nuts. Yeah, the old city cab building torn down, man. All right here. I don't know, I think the college might have picked this up, but in between the buildings there, yeah, was the stupid alleyway. Oh my God, man. But like I said, over there in the Elm Street area, that's probably like as you can see, you can go that way. How messed up the town gets. It's all in this area too. From Highland Street all the way over to Elm Street. Bad areas, man, bad areas. But, oh yeah, the old IC Federal Credit Union Bank used to be turned into mental health facility. That's gone. I actually have a picture of it in the newspaper. They had an article for them 3 banks, or like a flyer type thing. Go to our Main Street, go to our Park Hill, Leominster branch, Bemis Road branch. Yeah, that's gone. Actually, the counselors that see my 2 sons, they used to work in that building. But I don't know why they didn't tore that down. Because, yeah, you need a lot of mental health help in this town. Living in this town, oh yeah. Excuse me. But anyways, was that big church on the hill up there, that closed long ago. Funny seeing churches closed down. Oh, and then you got your third part, Kimball Street that way. And then of course over here, this would be the 4th area because it's so small, but M&M Variety. Now, out of a lot of convenience stores, and I've actually been taking pictures of storefronts that have closed, small convenience stores. Of course, the death of them are going to be from Cumberland Farms. This one has managed to stay open, being bad parts of town. Yeah, that's right. Anybody knows this area, you know what goes in there and keeps this store running. But over there, Railroad Road Street or whatever, this area is bad. Actually, I still haven't heard no more updates on a Korean guy, or what was he? Yeah, of course, this store right here, M&M Variety, still open. But there was a Thailand guy that went missing, found him dead. I haven't heard no updates on that, and he was in this area. Someone must have robbed him, killed him, and threw him over there in the tracks. Of course, the tracks are behind M&M Variety, ain't too far from that store. So he could have got manhandled to the tracks. And just unfortunately lost his life. I was out trying to find him myself. Of course, down here, a lot of bums live. There was a friggin' camper down there. Someone got down there living in it. A little small, like 12 foot by 15 foot camper. If you're ever in the local area, I advise you to go here. Janet's Hot Dog Stand. She used to be on John Fitch, but she makes some damn good hot dogs. Yep. Good old Fitchburg. Of course, the old Lincoln Drug now. You have the over here, where the prison is. Used to be the fun stuff party place. You can go in there, I guess, now and rent their stuff or use their stuff in the store or something crazy like that. Yeah, they're over there now. Oh, yeah. Good old Fitchburg. I'm still get a kick out of this being a garage. Fitchburg Variety. This store, too, man, because of the projects up there, stays in business. I can't believe that used to be a garage. That was neat. Got to see that. I didn't take the picture of it, and I should have. And they ripped down the front of that and seen the garage on the top. Of course, my old house is over there. 1984 moved in. Oh, come to find out they're not demolitioning that. They lied to my parents and my family. Told them they were demoing it. Now, before they got out, after they got out, my shitbag older brother made his way into the first floor. Still had the lights on. And what a piece of shit. Because when the cops came and they found him in there because the maintenance guy or landscaping guy that took care of the place found him in there, he used my name. So I used a little creativity and called the place that managed that for the bank. And I said, hey, I seen people in that building and I want to make sure that that ain't my brother using my name. And they're like, oh, no, the bank sold it. You're good. Someone bought the building. Like, oh, wow, really? And they lied to my parents and say they were demolitioning it. So not only are my parents not, they're kind of, but they're not doing too well with that move, man. It's like, wow, what a shitbag place. But, I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. Oh, yeah, I gotta get my coffee. I'm not talking to this guy today, because you're lucky, bub. You're lucky. You gotta sit there and look dirty. In the dirty town you live in. But then again, Fitchburg got some good spots, and I'm gonna rag all on. I got some good people out there that I know, so hopefully more come in and go about our business. Till the next video, be safe, take care, beware. You don't know what the hell is wandering in your streets, especially when you come back here. But I give a big, huge applause to the taxi driver and salute to the guy that lost his life. That was a sad story I had to hear. And I think I might have heard of that when I was younger, so that's just sick. Give a moment of silence. Till the next video, out.